Cheers! And welcome to the bar.
Welcome to the bar.
For another cool evening at the bar, my friend.
Bar talkage.
Bar talkage.
With tacos.
Yeah, the tacos. We had nachos.
We did.
Mm.
We had Mexican a lot, I think.
Is that like our theme that we don't know about?
I think the last time we recorded, we said we had Mexican.
Yeah. Yeah, we eat kind of in that style a lot.
Or maybe it's just the day that we record.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We had some nachos with some hot peppers.
Yep.
Those are good. I like a hot pepper.
Me too.
But not like... Remember when I bought all that hot sauce and I got some hot sauce that was too extreme?
Yeah.
Like there's levels of heat that I can handle.
Oh, my nose is running.
Some of that hot sauce was just nuts. It was too much.
You and the Reaper.
I can handle it. I can handle it. And I try some. I'm like, no, I can't handle it.
I tried. The grocery store. I'm like, don't do it. Don't get the Reaper.
Watering because it's too hot. And I can't handle it.
Big tears.
Big tears. I know. I like to think that I can eat all the hot things, and then I try the like higher levels of hot, and I just like too much sometimes.
Too much.
Too hot. Too hot. Yeah, man. Exactly.
Hot beats.
Hot beats, like video game beats. Beats. Hot beats.
Both of us have been into
beats.
Video game music lately.
Video game music is like the best. The instrumentals?
Yeah.
I love video game music.
Of all types.
I think the evolution of video game music and how people sat there and made like 8-bit things, and then like the evolution of video games and the music that's in them over time is super cool.
And how the music affects the gameplay.
Yeah, how it's like synchronized.
Yeah.
And people have thought about like how to synchronize the gameplay with the sounds.
Yeah, and like the type of sounds. And like you could hear a song from a game, and then you kind of like get transported back into that game. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, dude.
When we listen to Tetris.
Yeah, Tetris, I mean, yeah, you can recognize that one. Tetris is good. There's a lot.
I suck at Tetris so hard.
You weren't very good at Tetris?
Well, because I have that eye thing where, like, shit is hard to line up. So, for me, Tetris is just a nightmare.
Yeah?
Because I can't line shit up properly.
I was pretty good at Tetris. I wasn't, like, the best Tetris player, but I could line up the blocks.
You could hold your own?
I could hold my own in the Tetris game, yeah. But then it gets going faster. You gotta move the thing. It's a little tricky sometimes.
It is.
But I know I always had fun playing Tetris, and the games in that variety. It's a cool style. It's a cool style of gameplay. There was another one called Kirby's Avalanche.
Oh, I never played that.
Yeah, it was for Super Nintendo, I believe.
Okay.
And it was the same concept as Tetris. It was the blocks. And then Kirby would have, like, the blocks would line up at the top. Then they'd pop over and fall down. So it was the same concept.
So it's like Dr. Mario.
I don't know if I've ever played Dr. Mario.
You've never played Dr. Mario?
I don't know, maybe. Is that the same style?
It was like,
Did I miss that
Dr. Mario was fun. Well, it was like Tetris, so you had the things. Okay. But it was little pills of different colors.
Was it for Super Nintendo?
Yes? I can't remember what system it was for. I feel like it was Super Nintendo because it was in color. So I feel like it was Super Nintendo.
I think I'd remember that. I feel like maybe I missed that one.
There was like little bugs, so they were like little viruses or whatever, and they would like fall down.
Maybe I didn't play that one. Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario was fun.
That's cool. Yeah, and like the video game music that's just in those games is like you can't remember all the video game music, but I definitely love the older style 8-bit.
The 8-bit stuff?
When they started kind of figuring out the sounds for games. And
what is 8-bit?
And it's just a noise that you can modulate, and it goes do-do-do-do-do-do-do, just like the basic noise modulations that you can create, like very simple like sound waves transported electronically.
I feel like I need to watch a video on this.
Forms of sound available on a microchipical electronic device.
Microchipical
Microchipical electronic device, 8-bit sounds.
Yeah, I can't like, but that wasn't 8-bit.
There's different versions.
Is that 8-bit?
Yeah, there's different versions. I don't know if it originally came out as 8-bit. I don't think so.
Because 8-bit was before
I think that, yeah.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah, you can find that as 8-bit, but I don't think it came out originally as 8-bit.
No.
I think it was before or after that. Yeah. And then, like, I remember, as far as playing old hockey games for, like, some of the old systems go, every time they would check, it would just be like,
yeah.
And it would just be like the worst sound ever. Yeah. Some of it was hilarious. Like, they tried to put sounds in and it was not realistic. Yeah. But it was just awesome because it was what they could do. It was like a mashup.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Some of those sounds were funny. Or like, if there's songs... Okay, there's a song in a game, Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
And it was at this part where you were at a fair.
Mm-hmm.
And his name was Gato, I think.
Okay.
And he would sing this song. He's like, my name is Gato and I have metal joints, I think is what it was. Beat me up and earn 50 silver points.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's new to me.
Yep.
That's new to me.
Gato.
That's cool.
I think it was Gato.
As if you remembered that. That's sweet.
Well, sweet. I remember because I've never
That's cool.
beaten Chrono Trigger. I never even got really far in that game.
Okay, yeah.
I would always get to the part where it would be the fair, and then there was this part right after that where it was like you would find the little teleportation pods.
Okay.
To bring you to different areas.
Yeah.
And I would always get stuck there. And not be able to get past that part, so I would just go and play in the fair and play all the different games that would give you like coins.
I didn't play that game that much.
Items or whatever.
I didn't play that game that much. I heard about it and I don't know. I just didn't get into that one.
Fair.
Yeah. Probably play Mario Kart or something. Me and my Mario Kart. My obsessive love for Mario Kart.
What is it about Mario Kart that you love so much?
I don't know. Everything. Mario Kart is one of those games that I always liked racing games, so it ticks that box.
Fair.
I always liked a bit of battle aspect in the game, so it ticks that box because you're firing things and you're driving around.
True. Yeah.
So that's fun, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then the amount of colors that are in the game is like
Rainbow
they
Road?
made Rainbow Road, dude. So I mean, if you have something with a Rainbow Road. And it's just like the brightness and the funness, the sounds, the whole like they nailed it with Mario Kart. I don't know if it's probably arguably my number one game, Mario Kart.
Yeah?
I think so.
Out of all the games.
I might just say it. Yeah, I even have a Mario shirt on right now.
Wow.
Super Mario. I like Mario. I love Mario. I love the games.
How can you not love Mario?
Yeah, but I think like. If I had to pick like a top game right now and like what's on my mind right now, Mario Kart.
Holy shit.
Yeah, even over just playing some Mario Kart, And there's a lot of games out there and Mario Kart has different aspects to it, but if you don't really, I don't know, I think if you don't really like the driving racing games, it's not much your thing, then Mario Kart might not be your favorite. You might have some love for Mario Kart. But you have to really like the driving, like racing games.
Yeah, see, this is where I'm at with Mario Kart, is, like, I like Mario Kart, it's fun.
But it's the driving racing game.
But it's a driving racing game, and I can only play that for so long.
That
I'm like,
style
alright,
game.
like, I've driven every track in this game now, and that was fun.
No, I get it, and I mean, I totally get it, and when it comes to driving racing games, you just kind of have to put Mario Kart in the super kind of fun section for me anyways, as far as like there's a lot of racing games, but Mario Kart, man, I just love it. Just love it for what it is.
I don't know what my favorite game would be. That's a big question. I don't know. I'm gonna come back to that.
And I'm thinking of like soundtracks based on video games.
Lunar!
Yeah? You like the soundtrack in that game?
We're gonna have to listen to it.
Just listen to the Lunar soundtrack?
Yeah.
Oh, you have the soundtrack?
I have the soundtrack for the second one because the box set that I got had the soundtrack in it.
Okay.
I need to ask Mal about that second one.
Okay.
I'm still missing the second disc.
Oh.
Of the game.
You have the soundtrack CD.
Yeah.
You have the first disc of the game, but you don't have the second disc. Yeah. The second disc is missing.
Yeah, it's MIA.
Oh man. Whether you see that again or not, who knows?
I don't know.
But you have the soundtrack. That's cool. I don't think they put out a lot of soundtrack CDs for games. Like,
well, I think
that's kind of like I never really heard a lot of them.
Well, for more of those like Japanese games, so like stuff like Lunar or Final Fantasy, those kinds of things, there are soundtracks for them because they're huge things.
Yeah,
right?
well, the soundtrack is basically half the game, so.
Yeah, like when I was playing Final Fantasy, what was it, 13?
Yeah.
The majority of that was just video.
Cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. It's like a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with modern games.
Yeah, dude.
It's wild.
It is, and I mean, like, if you have a good soundtrack to a game while you're playing it, it just makes such a difference.
It makes all the difference, I think.
Yeah.
That's why I could never listen to music and play video games.
Same here. I've tried that a couple times, and yeah, it's okay, but you want to hear the game while you're playing it.
It's part of the experience.
Yeah, exactly. To like put on an album and play a video game, it's like, you want to hear the game. Half of the game is the sounds, right?
Yep.
So I agree with you on that for sure. Yeah. I should go for a bike ride while listening to a video game soundtrack.
I thought you were going to do that today.
I should have done that today. I went for a bike ride, but I didn't have the soundtrack.
You listened to Fast and Furious soundtrack.
Oh, they have good songs on that.
Probably not my kind of.
Well, it's up-tempo, kind of dancey style music, but then there's like they have different songs in there, but it's mostly up-tempo kind of vibey music.
I like up-tempo music.
Yeah, who doesn't, right? You can like vibe to on like a boat party or something like that with like the Fast and Furious soundtrack playing. Like that's what kind of like
that makes
what
sense.
it is. Or you can drive to it. Imagine that.
Whoa.
But yeah. I did go for a bike ride, but I didn't listen to the video game soundtrack. I should. I'm going to try it. Next time I go for another bike ride. I'll go for another bike ride at some point.
Have you heard of Pokemon Snap?
Pokemon Snap. Does it have a good soundtrack?
I have no idea.
No, what's this one all about?
I have no idea. I heard about it today because I was listening to I Know Dino podcast. Shout out.
Shout out. I Know Dino podcast.
I Know Dino podcast.
The best.
The best dinosaur podcast.
Ever.
I don't know about that, but currently.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm going to take half of that back. Oh. I would say if you're looking for a lot of really good scientific information and facts, not facts, facts.
If you're looking for facts. Facts.
Then yes. Anywho, they were talking about how there is going to be a Jurassic World Snap.
Okay.
Like Pokemon Snap.
Okay.
And I guess it's like a VR picture thing. I don't know, maybe you get like some sort of tokens or some shit if you take pictures in certain places. I don't know. I have to look this up. I was just wondering if you had heard of it.
No, never. I'm missing that one.
I guess they've been making them for the Switch too.
Cool. That's sweet.
Which I didn't know you could take pictures with the Switch.
I played the Pokemon Go game for a bit. Yeah. I did that for a few months, and then I kind of put it aside.
Yeah, I got over it.
Yeah, it was one of those things that was around for a bit, and then, I liked it. It was fun. Then I just did something else, put it aside for a little bit.
I didn't like the raids in that game.
Yeah.
Apparently they fixed it.
They changed some raids a bit.
But I think I deleted it off my phone.
Yeah, I don't know if I still have that game.
And you know what was like the biggest piss off of the whole thing and what started my downturn with Pokemon Go was when we tried really hard so that we could be best friends.
The friend battle thing.
Yeah, the friend battle thing.
Oh yeah,
and it was shite.
Yeah, the friend battle was a little weird.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
there
so
was some,
this is it?
we were like tapping some stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember we got to that point, and then we were like, okay, we could do a friend battle. And then it was like, there was not much, like, you didn't really have to do much, I guess. I was
No.
expecting a bit more, I guess, but I don't know.
It was.
Yeah, the friend battle. I think like that's a cool thing about video games when you get a couple close friends together and you can play. You know, whether it's
Did it catch you off guard with that one?
yeah, that one was good.
Thank you.
Oh my god, nice. whether you're playing at home or you're like playing on the internet or whatever, that's like it's definitely the best part. Man, for sure. But I do enjoy how far video games have come with VR and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I heard also
Pretty
today on the Dinosaur podcast that they're coming out with VR for PS5.
Oh yeah.
Which is probably going to sell insane because the PS5 is.
I gotta stretch.
Yeah, because you've been building the bar for the bar.
PS5 is popular. Yeah, my back is all. I've been screwing and putting the wood in.
Don't you hate when you throw out your back from screwing?
Yes, throwing out your back from screwing sucks.
The worst.
Don't screw and throw your back out.
Don't do it.
Oh, I've actually been building the bar.
I know.
Yeah, I'm building a cool bar. It's gonna
big.
be big. It's a big bar.
Big.
Big bar. Yeah,
Big
4
bar
feet tall.
For big people.
4 feet tall, standy. It's a big bar.
It's a big bar.
Hexagonal style. Yeah, so it's gonna be cool. It'll be cool when it's done.
I dig it.
It'll be sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're screwing and you're cutting the wood and you're measuring it and then you're screwing and you're cutting the wood and
you don't have the fucking
screwing it.
What the fuck is the name of that fucking saw?
You're cutting the wood. There's a lot of saws.
The saw that you're using to cut the wood.
A saw. Oh, the saw with the blade. The saw that has a blade on it that you use to cut the wood. There's a sharp end, and then there's a not sharp end. Unless the blade is a circle, then it's pretty much sharp all around. Circular saw?
Is it called a circular saw? Is that all it's called?
A circular saw. A saw with a circle.
Oh my god.
A circular saw.
Wow. Okay.
It's very simple.
Apparently.
It's a circular saw.
Yes.
It's a saw that has a circular blade. And it
that was good timing.
Thanks, yeah. Yeah, so it has a circle blade, and you can cut wood with it as you bring the blade down.
Don't patronize me.
I'm just talking to myself with this one because I just want to remind myself how to do it accurately. Like this. This is the motion that you use. That's it. And then you cut.
So anyway, the circular saw. You don't have it on a table, it's just on the ground.
Well, mine's on the ground because I don't have a nice bench. And I don't use it that much, so I just cut from the ground.
Which is bad for your back.
Yeah, it's not the ideal setup.
You're going to end up a cripple like me.
It's not the ideal setup, okay? I don't have a woodworking shop. I just have a saw on the ground in the garage. It's not a perfect setup. You know, it would be great to have a nice woodworking barn that you can go out to and you got 40 tools and a bench that's at the perfect height.
You're building a bar. You could build yourself a table and put your fucking saw on.
I could build the table to put the saw on in 5 minutes if I really wanted to. I could. I'm not saying that I couldn't. I could, but you need a.
Not you're sabotaging yourself. The butt.
Let me just. If you build a table to put the saw on, then you have to have a really long table for your boards, right? It can't just be your table and then the saw's on it. Because then every time you go to cut one, it's going to be like falling too far and it's not going to work. You can't just have the saw on a little table.
So you're telling me you can't build the table because it's too long?
Well, I can, but it would take up a lot of room. I could build a long table, but it would take up a lot of room in that space. And just for like a saw that I would use every now and then. It's not like I'm down there sawing boards every day.
But maybe you would be if you had a better space to do it.
Well, yeah, if I had a barn, a woodworking barn that I could go woodwork in.
With goats?
Yeah, I want some goats and chickens. Sure, yes. So my woodworking barn with the goats and the chickens would probably work great to make a bar table.
Yeah.
But I don't have access to a woodworking barn.
Build the barn!
Yeah!
Just build a barn!
And then I'll build the church beside the barn.
Why a church?
I don't know, because they're nice and big too. And you can play holy music. You play video game music in a church. Welcome to church.
The church of video games.
The church of video games. Whoa. Welcome to church. We will be playing video game music today. We hope you enjoy your stay. Tetris, go.
Okay, who would be the god of video games? Would it be Mario? Or is there something...
Like the god of video games, like as...
Like who would you worship?
As if Jesus was the god, who would be the god of video games?
Jesus and God are two different things.
Oh, sorry. Pause. The god of video games.
Yes.
Who would you... Oof. Oh my god.
I know.
That's a big world of video games. There's a lot of characters.
What I'm saying. Would it be Mario?
No, I don't think so.
He's not old enough to be the god?
I don't know. I feel like... No, I don't think Mario would be the god of video games. I don't know. It would probably have to be like an older character, like
the little aliens from Space Invaders.
Maybe it's possible. Yeah, you could argue that they could be the god of the video games, or even Pac-Man. I mean, I don't know.
Ooh, Pac-Man.
Pac-Man could be the god of video games. He's going way back. Like I know it goes back before that even, but that's pretty close to the start. But it goes back even further. I don't know what's like super OG. Like you gotta think
besides Space Invaders?
Space Invaders are pretty OG.
Did Space Invaders come first or Pac-Man?
Oof,
I think Space Invaders came first.
I know Space Invaders came before Pac-Man.
We gotta rewatch that documentary.
Yeah, that cool video game documentary.
Yeah.
That was sweet.
That was cool.
The evolution of video games. That was a good documentary. But I don't know what came first, if it was Space Invaders or if it was Pac-Man.
I think it was Space Invaders.
Yeah?
It seems more primitive.
Could be right. Yeah. But the god of video games.
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't know, dude. Sonic the Hedgehog. No.
Mario over Sonic.
Mario over Sonic.
I love Sonic, don't get me wrong.
We should create like a table. We should create like we should get like 20 characters.
The Capricorn.
We should get 20 characters, lay them all out, and then have a vote on the best one. And the only people that vote is me and you. We would just go through the chart and vote.
It couldn't just be me and you because
it's our god.
Yeah, but if we tied, we need a tiebreaker human.
Okay. Yeah.
We need a tiebreaker human.
That's true. I don't think we would agree on all of them. Yeah, he could be our tiebreaker guy. I don't think we'd agree on all of the who beats who's. I think if we lined up 20 characters, we probably wouldn't be able to agree on who beat who.
No, not for all of them. Maybe one or two.
Maybe, but I doubt that we'd be able to agree on a 20 character list of who beats who all the way to the end. All the way to the end? I don't think we could do it. We should try, but I don't think we could do it.
Try to agree on all of them?
Yeah. Like with some little give and take. A little,
like in the circle?
But, yeah. But you, hands down, put Mario over Sonic already. So, and I'm on the fence.
The reason why...
I like Sonic.
I like Sonic too.
Yeah, I know.
But the reason why I would put Mario over Sonic is because I feel like Mario has more of an evolution than Sonic. Sonic's kind of just stayed the same throughout his video game existence.
Okay. It's just like Sonic is Sonic.
Sonic is Sonic. Like he just... Whereas with Mario, I find there's been a lot of changes with Mario.
True. Yeah. I feel like the evolution of Sonic through video games in like the way that the gameplay has been and some stuff has been like pretty cool though. Like I had Sonic for Dreamcast.
I never played Sonic for Dreamcast.
It was like it was probably my favorite game. It was probably my favorite game.
You said
for Dreamcast.
Okay.
Not my favorite game overall for Dreamcast.
Okay, fair.
For the Dreamcast console system.
Okay.
Yeah. That Sonic game for Dreamcast was probably my favorite game for that system.
Okay.
Yeah. But the gameplay in it was so cool. And I remember the soundtrack for that being really cool too. But then I sold my Dreamcast. It's gone. I don't have it anymore.
I've never played a Dreamcast.
It's one of those things that I sold at the time, and now I'm like,
I don't think. No.
I sold the Dreamcast at the time, and now I'm like, should have just kept it.
I wish I still had my Super Nintendo.
Right.
I don't know
I
where
feel
it
like
went.
I
think my
feel like
grandmother
that's
sold it.
a lot with consoles for a lot of people. Maybe they sold the console at some point in time, and like maybe they needed a couple bucks at the time, or they just didn't play it enough. It was just kind of sitting there, and then a few years later, it's like, bah, I shouldn't have sold that console.
My saddest moment
There's
was,
a lot of that, I think.
and I'll never forget this because it broke my fucking heart, was my Game Boy.
Yeah.
And my cousin was visiting.
Yeah.
And I don't know where the fuck I was, but I came home from somewhere. And I saw my little cousin playing my fucking Game Boy. And I'm like, why are you playing my Game Boy? Like, I was like 13. And he's like, oh, well, I can't remember what he called her, Nanny, I think, gave it to me. My fucking grandmother told my little cousin that he could have my fucking Game Boy and my Game Boy games. Because she thought that I didn't play it.
Your grandma did?
Yeah.
What?
I know.
That's crazy. So she just gave it.
I played Kirby all the time.
So
on
she
my
just
fucking
gave
Game
your
Boy.
Game Boy away.
Yeah, 'cause she was a bitch.
Not a good moment.
No.
Not a good
Heartbreaking.
moment. That's heartbreaking, yeah.
Very heartbreaking.
I can feel it.
I know.
If someone gave my Game Boy away, I would have been heartbroken too. And you never got it back?
No. I should ask him. I haven't talked to him in years, but I should ask him. Just
If the Game Boy still lives?
Like, hey, do you remember what you did with my Game Boy? Thanks.
Does the Game Boy still live? Thanks.
Probably not. It's probably dead.
Do you think it's dead?
I think so. We should have a funeral for my Game Boy.
We should have a funeral for your Game Boy, yeah. Huh.
Yep. I know.
Rest in peace, Game Boy!
I know.
Game Boy!
Sad.
Bye-bye, Game Boy!
So sad.
It's a sad time when the Game Boy's dead. Yeah. Yeah, no, but on a happy note, you revived my Game Boy.
I did.
Dude, we just flipped into the revivation of a Game Boy. Because that was cool. I thought mine wasn't going to work anymore. And then you cleaned it, and you went in,
hours.
and you got all the acid out.
Yep.
You cleaned up where the batteries had leaked.
Yep.
And you mucked it all out.
I did.
And my Game Boy lives. I put fresh batteries in it and it lives.
I think I have one broken pixel or something, which
Yeah.
is pretty impressive.
That's pretty cool after all this time.
Yeah.
And I thought it wasn't going to ever start again. But I don't know exactly what you did, but you got it going.
I can't remember. I watched
I remember when you were like, check the Game Boy out.
Dude, the moment I fucking flipped that switch and it was like, ding! I was like, what?
I
It
did it!
lives! I felt like
Okay.
Frankenstein.
And then like double crazy moment when I put the video game in and my games were still saved. After all this time,
Wild.
my Donkey Kong World, the yellow case game, still had all my saved files on it. I was just like, no! Such like a cool video game moment. When
Right.
you fix it, and the game was still saved from when I played it like 15 years ago or something like that. And I hadn't played it since.
Wicked.
I was like, wow, I wonder if this game is still gonna rock. Put it in. Oh, there it goes. I felt like I was like 14 again. I was yes. That was pretty sweet. Yeah, that was a cool moment.
Yep. It was a cool
But I think like as far as like a day goes, like I think you have to have some video games in your life. Like I didn't even care if you don't play video games a lot or you're not a huge gamer. Like I still think you gotta find something that interests you. There's so many video games.
Yeah. And
Like even if you just play for half an hour.
it's such
like,
a good stress reliever.
It's fun.
It gets you out of your own head. It's fun.
Exactly. You're
You-
solving problems. Video
Yeah.
games a lot of times requires a lot of like mind juice to play some video games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you're not even the one that's like having to, try too hard. You just have fun with it, right?
Yeah, but like you say, a lot of video games have riddles and
Yeah.
shit like that you
I
have
mean,
to
that's
like.
it.
I remember, I think it was Zelda.
Yeah, man.
I remember playing Zelda and all the little puzzles and stuff throughout that game. And some of them were so hard.
Zelda?
Yeah.
Yeah. Zelda was a cool game, but it had a little bit of a few tricky moments for sure. Like, the puzzles and the way they set up the puzzles in Zelda were neat. Like, it's a fun game. You can play that game for a long time. But, I don't know, man. Like, I'd love to sit down and personally talk to some people that made some of the video games because, like, I have so many memories and experiences with these video games, but yeah, I think, like, of the people that make them, and I haven't met, like, very many people that make video games. You know what I mean? Like, most of the games that I played and I enjoy playing, like, I have never met anybody aside from, like, just watching a few documents. Yeah, they live far away. Japan. I love Japan. We're going to Japan. We'll keep trying. We'll be there tomorrow.
See ya, Japan.
We're coming to Japan.
Maybe not tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe not tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe we'll get there. But yeah, man, a lot of games, you know, developed there. And I've never met, you know, anybody from there that's made a lot of video games.
Remember at Graphicon when they had those, like, indie video game developer dudes?
Yeah, that was cool. That was same concept, but just small, like, not any of the more well-known games, like indie games, right?
Yeah.
But that's, like, if you really think about it, and any game at the start was an indie game. Like, it was, like, not, you know, it was just some guy being like, want to try this? Like, okay.
Some guy eating a piece of pizza came up with Pac-Man.
Isn't that the craziest story? That Pac-Man was actually a guy just eating a pizza, and then he pulled out a slice and looked at the pizza, and then that's how Pac-Man was.
And this is why you should do nothing else but eat your food. Because if that guy was doing something else while eating that pizza, we would not have Pac-Man.
Yeah, that's all he did. He went for
potentially be
like a lunch or a supper. Yeah,
of the church.
Exactly.
Video games.
Exactly. So Pac-Man could potentially be the church of the god of video games that was invented by a guy who was just eating a pizza. And then he was just sitting there looking at his pizza, and there was a slice missing, and then he went, yeah, that's Pac-Man. And then he drew it.
Yeah.
And that's how Pac-Man started. Like, what?
Batshit.
Isn't that crazy?
It's frickin' bat.
It's cool, though. It's really cool. Like, when I heard that, I was just sitting there like, what?
I know, I laughed.
That's
so
cool.
hard.
That's cool. But yeah, that is exactly how not any more complicated than that.
No, that's it.
Super simple.
That's it.
I mean, making the game itself is a few more steps.
Well, yeah.
I'm sure making the pizza was probably a few steps, as we've all made a few pizzas. But, you know, it's bananas, man. That was cool, though. And Pac-Man, what a fun little game. Oh, man. Pac-Man. I haven't played it in a bit.
I used to play Pac-Man.
Gotta play a little Pac-Man.
I don't even know what this place was called. There was this restaurant in Elliott Lake. I want to say it was Peachy's.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And they have one of those, you know, those old school arcade game things that was like a table, and it had the big bubble over top, and then the video game, like the arcade game screen was underneath the bubble, and they had the little
joysticks?
Yeah.
Was it joysticks?
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
And I used to play fucking Pac-Man forever while I was waiting for my pizza.
Nice.
Ironically.
So then you were, after Pac-Man was created by a pizza, you were playing Pac-Man while waiting for a pizza. Nice, dude. Nice.
Isn't that just a whoop?
The only thing that could be better is if you were playing Pac-Man while waiting for a pizza in the Church of Video Games.
Yes, I know. We need to make the Church of Video Games.
The Church of Video Games would have all kinds of pizza and all kinds of Pac-Man.
Pizza would be the sacred food.
Yeah.
You know how when you go to Catholic church and they say the body of Christ and they give you that shitty piece of bread?
Yeah.
So at the Church of Video Games, we would say the body of whatever, and it would be a piece of pizza.
Ooh.
If we went with Pac-Man, I guess.
The body of pizza. Maybe it'd just be pepperonis.
I don't want a pepperoni.
Vegetarian pepperoni.
Gross.
What's a vegetarian pepperoni anyway?
Soy?
And it's just soy and they press it together. They make like a little soy pep.
Probably.
A little soy pepperoni. Would you like some soy pepperoni?
They're not good for you.
Nah, so much salt in a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, there's so much salt in pepperoni. You just don't need to.
There's salt in it. There's salt. There's salt. Eat a little salt.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever gone a complete day without at least eating a little bit of salt. There's salt in everything.
It's not good for you to do that. You need salt in your diet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. A little bit of salt. It's good. Put some extra on your fries. Delicious.
Yummy.
Yeah, man.
Tasty treats.
Fries and video games. Oh no, don't eat greasy food.
No, bad.
Remember when you're young and you're eating greasy food and your controllers are getting all full of like Cheetos or like chips?
Your hands are Cheetos?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're gross.
Oh, you should have seen some of the controllers, man.
Divorcing you.
You should have seen some of the freaking controllers, dude.
Ew.
That's hilarious.
Ew.
But yeah, man, I had the greasiest hands and I'd play video games and the controllers would be slime. It would be like...
It's disgusting.
We'd try to clean them with our shirts or something. And
disgusting. Boys are gross.
Yeah. Pretty greasy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you got your snacks. You're playing some bids. Your controller is a mess. But it's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that matters. Mm-hmm. You're having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, as for video games or biking with video game music, which I'm going to try.
I finally
Never did it yet.
started playing Silent Hill again.
Yeah, you did start playing Silent Hill again. That's an interesting game.
I made it back to the point where I got last time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Before I got stuck.
Oh, and you haven't tried to go past it. You kind of like saved it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit, here comes the part. Save.
Well, I still have to explore the rest of the apartment.
Oh. What's going to happen in it? You don't know because you haven't got past that part.
The only thing I remember is like, okay, I don't know if you remember when you were watching me, but you know that one room I went into that had the TV in it? And he goes up to the TV and he's like, oh, it's a TV, nothing unusual about that.
Yeah,
well,
that part.
When you go back into the apartment with the flashlight and shit, that changes.
Oh, yeah?
And there's like a dead guy in there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How's the like music for Silent Hill?
There's not a lot of like music. It's very subtle. The beginning has a lot of music. Like it's very like industrial sounding. I guess you would say.
Cool. Yeah. Because I only watched you play for a little bit.
But a lot of it is just like the sounds of the town, like it's like wind.
So like if you walk through and then like you said there's
footsteps.
there's like a dead guy in the scene or whatever, does the music change? Does it get like, no, it's just like that's the thing?
It usually will have some sort of like loud monster type of sound.
Okay. I like when the monsters breathe their zombie breath.
Yeah. They don't know
and
what
then you
that
beat
is.
them.
They open up. I always think it's dust.
Yeah?
That's what I think of, because they're like a dead body, so it's like dust.
That's cool. Yeah, it looks like a fun game. I haven't played that one too much, but...
it gets to you after a while.
Yeah, it sucks you in.
Well,
I like those games.
Because, like...
I like those games where you don't think you're going to play a lot, and then the next thing you know, you're just playing.
It psychologically starts to fuck with you after a while. Because, like, your controller is vibrating at your heart rate. And after a while, that really starts to, like, affect
Oh, yeah, because you got the full vibration going on. You got the senses coming in.
Yeah.
You got the sensory there while you're playing.
I bet you it's one of those games, too, like they say with horror movies, with some of the soundtracks, is there's noises and sounds in there that you can't actually hear, but you can just feel it.
Okay.
I bet you it's one of those things, because Japanese people would do that.
Yeah, they're pretty sneakily awesome. Yeah, man, it's the attention to detail and things, right? Like that's what matters.
Absolutely.
That's what matters, man.
Attention to detail.
I think like when you're younger, you don't understand the detail as much, but then when you get older, you're like, oh.
Now I get it.
Right?
Yeah.
You're young, you're like, lights flashy, beep 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 beep.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Then you get older, like, oh, there's a little detail in here. This is sick. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you start to look at things with a little bit of a different perspective.
Yeah, your perspective changes for sure. Yeah, you become a little bit more aware. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, that's cool. That's cool. I love how beard is. You
I'm
just
on
rip.
fire right now.
You just rip. We should get a loudspeaker.
Oh my god.
Ooh, loudspeaker. Do you want to do the blacklight thing? I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, you want to do it?
I want to do.
Can I pluck that eyebrow? I've been
Which one?
staring at it this entire time.
Wow. Oh fuck!
Oh shit.
Shit! Balls!
Just relax your head.
Kind of hard to do. What are you plucking? Oh!
There.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Was it super long?
Yeah.
That one didn't hurt as bad. Some of them are stuck in there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It was like dangling down in your eye.
That's cool. So you got some black light makeup.
It's UV water activated liner.
What the fuck? UV activated water liner.
Water activated liner.
Whoa. Water activated
It's
liner.
essentially UV body paint.
Okay. Yeah. And it glows under a black light.
Yeah. And I've never used it before, and it was way fun.
Okay. Well, let's try it. We got a black light.
And now I just want to go in all the black light places. Is it on? Is it dead? Did it die?
No, it's on right now.
Okay.
So, we got a black light, which probably you can't see, obviously. But, okay, so I'll turn off the lights. I don't know how this is going to work, but I'll try it. We'll give it a shot. Turn that one off. I'll turn this one off.
Whoa.
Okay.
I can't see shit.
So we got black light right here. Oh yeah, you can totally see it.
Can you see it?
Oh my god, yeah. Okay, you gotta try and get closer. I think you gotta get closer to the camera.
You need to instruct me.
Yeah,
I don't know where
so
I'm
come
going.
this way.
This probably looks really
Okay, now
funny.
close your mouth, and I'm just gonna try to get like a good angle, and I'm gonna try to see where's the camera at. Okay, right here. So, okay, here. I think I'm getting it. I think people watching should be able to see this black light.
Can you see the coolness?
You can totally see the coolness, and I'm gonna try to get a cool angle on it, so then that way you don't like see me, and you don't see like you just see the coolness of it, because I think that this should be working, because I'm seeing it, so I think the camera should be picking this up. That's cool, dude. That's so cool.
Isn't it though?
Yeah, that's super neat. You can totally see that really good. And that is black light UV makeup. What? That's a sick line you did with that.
Thank you.
Anyways, now slowly roll backwards, and I'll see if I can like get you rolling away. Oh, your shirt also glows, which is cool.
You.
Okay, you're rolling back. Okay, I think that worked.
Cool.
Okay, I'll turn the lights back on.
Okay.
Alright.
Well,
Okay.
so that happened.
Yeah, that's cool.
That happened.
UV, like they've had obviously the blacklight stuff has been a pretty cool feature for a while, but is that like a new thing for that type of makeup, or is that like
It's new to me.
There you go. Nice.
That's why when I asked you if you were Team Pastel or Team Neon, it's because there's these pigments that I've been looking at getting.
Okay.
And it comes with like a mixing medium essentially.
Yeah.
And it's UV pigments, and there's UV neon, and there's UV pastels.
Okay.
And I can't decide which ones I want to get.
Oh.
So I don't want to get both.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking if I get the UV ones, I could also get the white pigment and then make my own pastels. Because you just mix the two pigments together.
I'm not sure if I totally follow, but I'll just go,
Do you know what a pigment is?
Yeah, it's you kind of use it for tattooing and stuff like that, the different...
Well, that's an ink, but yeah, it's a pigment. It's powder.
Well, yeah.
It's like, okay, you know my eyeshadows?
Ink pigments.
You know my eyeshadows that are in like a little tin?
Yeah, yes.
So it is that before they add the chemical to it to squish it into the tin.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's
yeah.
just the loose...
Just the dust, the pigment.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just loose powder. So, like, you can use it for anything. Like, you can use it to, like, as eyeshadow. You can use it to, like, paint your face with it.
Now, is there tutorials that people can find for that type of style of makeup?
Yes.
People have some tutorials out there?
It's graphic liner.
Is that what it's called? So if people want to learn how to do that, you can go graphic liner.
And this is, like, very basic, because I'm very new to this. There's some crazy-ass shit
You're on day one.
That people do, and it's awesome. So...
Whoa. I think, like, I know for dance parties and raves and stuff, you can do all kinds of cool shit with makeup and lights and glowing and all kinds of crazy shit, right?
I need to somehow incorporate this UV crap into whatever we do for Halloween.
Or if you go to Rock and Glow Bowling, remember that? Rock and Glow Bowling.
Let's not talk about that.
Lights that glow. Bowling. But yeah, so you want to incorporate that into Halloween.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
Yeah.
I like it. That's cool, man. Yeah. I like doing that once a year thing where I just do something makeup-y for Halloween once a year. It's kind of my makeup time.
Is there something you
just put some makeup on my face, let's do
always
Halloween.
want to do?
Let's do it.
On your face?
A tiger.
A tiger.
I just want to be a tiger.
You want to be a tiger?
I want to have a tiger face.
Alright.
And then go rawr like a tiger. Just want to be a tiger.
I think you're just saying that.
No, I want to be like Tony the Tiger.
You want to be Tony the Tiger?
Yeah, Tony the Tiger, man. Tiger face. Tiger face. I don't know. There's a lot of cool face makeups and different things you can do for cool, facey, Halloween-y, styly, zombie-esque, whatever you want to go for. All kinds of shit.
Is that a...
That's cool, though. I like that.
Thank you.
That's neat.
Is that a discussion for another time?
Yeah, that's kind of a whole topic on its own. But, yeah, for what I would do for, right now, tiger.
I'll ask you tomorrow.
You're asking me right now, tiger.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be different later, I don't know. But right now, I just want to be tiger. Roar!
That's funny.
I just want to be tiger. Roar!
Rar.
Roar!
Rar.
Yeah. I do want to go to a dance party, though. And, like, that makeup reminded me of, like, the black lights in a dance party. And dance bar. You're in a dance party? A dance bar?
Little stars on your face.
Hells yeah. Hells yeah. And then you just glow under all the lights, right? Super fun. Everybody's got cool makeup and neon things, and you crack the glow sticks. It's a good time.
Yep.
Yeah. Fun for everyone.
Yep.
But I think that you're going to get better at that.
I think so too. It was fun. I added way too much water when I mixed the blue. Ooh, it was a hot mess. So
you added way too much water when you mixed the blue, and you got a hot mess. Why does that become a hot mess?
Because it's in a palette, so there's a bunch of little squares with the different colors, and it doesn't like seep into the stuff, so it kind of like started overflowing, and I was like, no!
It bubbled and stuff?
Yeah, and I had to save its life, so it didn't mix in the other colors.
But it's your first time, so you're like a noob.
Yeah, I'm a noob.
You're like a noob doing that.
I'm a noob.
You're a newbie noob.
A newbie noober.
Newbie noober. Call me a noober.
Noober.
Call me a noober. I've never done this before. I enjoy doing things that I've never done before, but at the same time, the more that you do something that you've never done before, even if you do it once, you're like, oh, I know I didn't do that. Now, you know? Like, try something new, and then you try it, and you're like,
yeah.
That's why I never did that.
Yeah.
It's like, nah.
Yeah.
It was fun to try, I guess, but nah.
Yep.
You know, maybe I won't do that again.
Yep.
Yeah, man. But I would listen to a lot of video game music again.
You gotta do the dance. Shall we edit on that?
No, you gotta sing a video game song.
You gotta make the beeps. I want you to beep out a video game song. You just pick one.
But I already sang Gato.
You did sing Gato. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I want you to do 8-bit. Can you do 8-bit? Keep going. Perfect. We nailed it. That was good. We were like on the same pitch and everything. Our tempo was on
You
point.
done good. I gotta pee.
Okay, you gotta pee. Alright, thanks for coming out to the video game music show. Yes, we hope you enjoyed that one. And you have a good time out there. You play more video games.
Level yourself up.
We'll play more video games. And we'll see you on the battlefield of video games. Level up. Level up. Get those special stars.